Paris, 1925. A well-dressed man steps into a luxury hotel, walking with confidence. Businessmen whisper as he enters. His name is Victor Lustig, a government official with a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Moments later, he takes his seat at the head of a lavish dining table, where some of France's wealthiest businessmen sit, eager to hear what he has to say. He clears his throat and delivers a bombshell. "Gentlemen, I regret to inform you that the French government has decided to sell the Eiffel Tower." Gasps echo through the room. The Eiffel Tower? Paris's most iconic landmark? Surely this must be a joke. But Lustig is serious. With forged documents, the right connections, and an air of absolute authority, he convinces these powerful men that the sale is happening in total secrecy to avoid a public scandal. Over the next few days, the bidding war begins, and soon, a rich businessman named André Poisson hands over a fortune, believing he's about to buy a piece of history. But there's just one problem. The Eiffel Tower is not for sale. Victor Lustig is not a government official, and by the time Poisson realizes he's been scammed, Lustig is already gone. But here's the craziest part. He did it again. This is the insane true story of how a legendary con man sold the Eiffel Tower twice, and almost got away with it. Before we dive deeper, let's talk about the man behind the scam. Victor Lustig wasn't just a common fraudster. He was one of the most cunning con men to ever live. Born in Austria-Hungary in 1890, he was incredibly intelligent, fluent in multiple languages, and had a natural talent for persuasion. Unlike street-level criminals, Lustig didn't steal by force, he stole with words. He could charm, manipulate, and outwit almost anyone. His philosophy was simple. The easiest people to scam aren't the dumb, they're the greedy. By the early 1920s, Lustig had mastered the art of deception, conning businessmen, politicians, and even notorious criminals. But he wanted one big score, something that would cement his place in criminal history. That's when he set his sights on the Eiffel Tower. At the time, Paris was struggling economically. The Eiffel Tower, originally built for the 1889 World's Fair, was never meant to be permanent. Many Parisians viewed it as an expensive eyesore that needed constant repairs. Newspapers speculated that the city might demolish it, and Lustig saw an opportunity. With the help of an expert forger, he created fake government documents identifying him as a high-ranking French official overseeing the sale of the Eiffel Tower. Then, he rented out a luxury hotel, handpicked a group of the most powerful scrap metal tycoons in France, and invited them to a top-secret meeting. Everything about the scam was flawlessly planned. At the meeting, Lustig presented himself as a serious official, complete with tailored suits, a limousine, and bodyguards. He explained that the Eiffel Tower was too expensive to maintain, and the government had decided to sell it for scrap. But because the sale was controversial, it had to remain absolutely secret. The businessmen bought the story completely. One of them, André Poisson, was desperate to win the bid. He wanted respect in the business world and saw this as the deal of a lifetime. Lustig, sensing his eagerness, privately met with Poisson and subtly hinted that a bribe would ensure he won the contract. Poisson took the bait and handed over a massive sum of money. The deal was sealed. With the money in hand, Lustig vanished overnight. Days later, when Poisson finally went to claim his purchase, he discovered the horrifying truth. The Eiffel Tower wasn't for sale. He had been scammed. But here's where things get even crazier. Poisson was so embarrassed that he never reported the crime. Lustig had pulled off the perfect scam, but he wasn't done yet. A few months later, Lustig returned to Paris. Since no one knew about the first scam, he ran the exact same con all over again. He gathered a new group of wealthy investors, staged another fake auction, and once again sold the Eiffel Tower. But this time, one of the victims got suspicious. They went to the police, who launched a manhunt for Lustig. Sensing danger, Lustig escaped to America. But his criminal empire was far from over. After fleeing to the United States, Lustig pulled off another legendary scam, this time against the most feared gangster in America, Al Capone. Lustig promised Capone a double-your-money investment opportunity. Capone, intrigued by Lustig's confidence, gave him $50,000. But instead of running, Lustig returned the money after 2 months, claiming the deal had fallen through. Capone, impressed by Lustig's honesty, rewarded him with $5,000. It was a scam within a scam. Lustig made Capone trust him and stole money without actually stealing it. But his luck wouldn't last forever. In 1935, after years of evading capture, Lustig was finally betrayed by a jealous mistress who tipped off the Secret Service. He was arrested for counterfeiting money, one of his many scams. Even in federal prison, he tried to escape, but was eventually sent to Alcatraz, America's most secure prison. On March 11, 1947, Victor Lustig died under mysterious circumstances in a prison hospital. Some believe he faked his own death, his final and greatest con. Victor Lustig wasn't just a criminal, he was a mastermind of deception. From selling the Eiffel Tower twice to scamming Al Capone, he remains one of the greatest con artists in history. But what do you think? Was he a genius or just lucky? Let us know in the comments. And if you love crazy true crime stories like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another mind-blowing case. Because, as Victor Lustig proved, the most dangerous criminals don't need guns. They just need a good story. Even after his death, Victor Lustig's legacy as a master con artist lives on. His techniques have inspired countless scammers over the decades, proving that deception is an art form as much as it is a crime. His famous 10 Commandments of Con Artists is still studied today, outlining the psychology of persuasion and how to manipulate trust. Many of his principles, such as never looking desperate for money, always appearing wealthy, and never breaking character, are still used by modern fraudsters. Even in the digital age, where scams happen through emails, social media, and cryptocurrency, the core principles remain the same. Make people believe in something too good to be true, and let their own greed do the rest. Would Lustig have thrived in today's world? Absolutely. Imagine him running a billion-dollar Ponzi scheme, manipulating stock markets, or even launching an elaborate online scam. He wouldn't need to sell the Eiffel Tower. He'd be selling invisible assets like cryptocurrency, NFTs, or AI-powered Ponzi schemes. This begs the question, are today's scammers even better than Lustig, or are they simply using his blueprint? Lustig had a strict set of rules that he followed in every con. These 10 commandments were the foundation of his success, ensuring that he was never caught until his final days. Here's Lustig's playbook for the perfect con. Be patient and choose your victim carefully. Never rush into a scam. Find the perfect mark. Make your victim feel special. People love to think they're in on an exclusive deal. Always keep your word. A good con man never breaks a promise until the final moment. Let the mark reveal their weaknesses. Never ask for their trust. Let them give it willingly. Never appear greedy. The best scammers make their victims feel like they are the ones winning. Give them just enough proof. A little legitimacy makes the lie seem real. Stay calm under pressure. If things go south, never panic. A confident con man can escape anything. Have an escape plan. Always know when to disappear before the authorities catch on. Use distraction tactics. Make people focus on one detail while hiding the real trick. Never con the same victim twice, unless they're too embarrassed to talk. These rules were so effective that even when Lustig's Eiffel Tower scam was uncovered, his first victim was too humiliated to report it. This is why con artists like Lustig succeed, not because people are foolish, but because they are too proud to admit they've been fooled. Victor Lustig's story isn't just a tale of a great criminal, it's a lesson in human psychology. Why do people fall for scams? Why do even smart, educated businessmen like André Poisson get tricked into believing the Eiffel Tower was for sale? The answer lies in three psychological triggers Lustig mastered. Authority bias. People naturally trust figures of power. Lustig dressed like a government official, spoke like a politician, and used forged documents to create an illusion of legitimacy. Social proof. If others believe something, we assume it must be true. When Lustig held fake government auctions, his victims saw other businessmen bidding, so they assumed it was real. Greed and ego. The most dangerous trap of all. People want to believe they are getting a secret, exclusive deal. Lustig made his victims feel like they were outsmarting the competition, when in reality, they were the ones being played. This is why scams still work today. Whether it's crypto rug pulls, fake investment schemes, or pyramid schemes, people want to believe in easy money. And as long as greed exists, con artists will never disappear. Victor Lustig may be dead, but his methods are still very much alive. Think about it. How many scams do we see today that use the exact same tricks Lustig used? Fake investment opportunities promising massive returns, secret government deals that only a few people can access, businessmen and influencers running elaborate Ponzi schemes. From fake online courses promising financial freedom to high-profile financial fraud cases, modern con men are still using Lustig's playbook, just with better technology. So the real question is, do we actually learn from history, or are we doomed to fall for the same tricks over and over again? There's no doubt that Victor Lustig was a criminal. But does that mean he wasn't also a genius? Few people in history have manipulated human psychology the way he did. Few people have orchestrated scams so bold and creative. And no one else has ever sold the Eiffel Tower, not once, but twice. Some call him a fraudster. Others call him a criminal mastermind. What do you think? Was Victor Lustig the greatest con artist of all time? Or was he just lucky? Let us know in the comments. If you love insane true crime stories like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another mind-blowing case. Because as Victor Lustig proved, the most dangerous criminals don't need guns. They just need a good story.